Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to some more videos. This time I'm going to be doing a news-related video. If you guys hear my puppy in the background, sorry though, I had to put him in a cage because he misbehaved. So if you hear him in the cage whining or barking, that's why. Also, I still have a little bit of a cold. It's mostly gone now. It mostly is. But I'm still recovering from it. So, yeah. Let me clear my throat for a second here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, anywho. This time we're going to be talking about the Disney Fox deal. Now everyone knows this. Everyone has talked about this. In fact, back in 2019 when Disney bought Fox, people were really split on Disney buying Fox. Some people think it was worse for Fox and Disney. Some people think it was good for Disney and Fox. But a lot of people were really scared when Disney bought Fox. I know because I've seen reactions to it on YouTube and stuff back when Disney bought Fox. Now the thing is though, here's the thing though, they were on a bidding war with Universal, which for a long time I didn't know they were the ones who were in the bidding war with Universal. But apparently they were. Disney was in a bidding war with Universal. Yeah, they're also known as Comcast to get Fox. Well, Disney ended up beating Universal in the bidding war. But yeah, they beat him in the bidding war, and that led to Disney acquiring 60% of Fox. Now, here's the thing, though. Now, I'll be talking about this, and I'm also going to be talking about the Velma show. So, yes, I'll be talking about the Velma show, too. I also forgot to say this, too, real quick. Please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. I really would. Let's see if I can get to 200 subs. If we get to 200 subs, I have a surprise, 2 surprise videos. One is a review, and one is something to do with my life. So you guys can learn a bit more about my past and stuff. But we have to get to 200 subs first. I'm sure you guys will really enjoy these videos. And sorry if I'm having a hard time talking. I got the cat meowing in the background too. The cat's meowing in the background and the puppy too now. So yeah, but anywho, yes, please hit that like button and subscribe, and yes, I will be talking about the Velma thing too. I'll be talking about the Velma, show too. But first we're going to talk about the major thing, the Disney Fox acquirement thing. So yeah, basically, yeah, you guys know the story of how they got required. But I gotta say though, I was one of the few people. Well, there was other people out there too that were like this, but I was like one of the very few people that saw this as a bad sign for Disney right off the bat. I really did. I really did see this as a bad sign for the company because I knew that the company was getting too big and I knew there was going to be problems. I pointed out to people how stupid this is, but people didn't listen to me. People thought I was crazy. That's kind of how it goes. Not everyone's gonna agree with you. That's kind of how it is. But what happened? But what ended up happening was it was a stupid idea for Disney to buy Fox. It was. Because basically it put the company in debt. It did. It put the company in debt when they bought Fox. See, they overspent on Fox. They way overspent on it. They threw away a bunch of cash just to buy Fox. And Fox, which sold their movie rights to Disney, basically opened up another streaming platform to compete with them. Meaning that Disney did not get rid of the Fox competitor. Meaning that Fox is still a competitor, but it's Tubi now, basically. But it still has the Fox name because Disney wasn't able to buy all of Fox. Because Disney had an antitrust issue thing, and they weren't able to buy all of Fox. So they were only able to buy 60% of it. So they don't own the Fox name. So Fox is still exists. They're now they have their own streaming platform, and Disney didn't really get much out of buying Fox. They got like some franchises. They got like that are still good, like the Avatar movies and the Avatar movie, because at that time there was only one, and then they got like the X-Men and Deadpool and stuff. But most of the movies were franchises that basically died. Most of them were dead. Like if you guys watch reviews of like Home Alone and stuff, and the Alien movies and stuff, they clearly were franchises that were basically dying or were dead. And that goes for the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies too. There's like 4 of those movies, and people hate all of them. People do. People hate all of them. Now, I don't know my thoughts on them. I haven't seen the movies in a long time. I just know you could go to Walmart and buy all 4 movies on DVD for, I think, less than $20. Meaning that's how bad the movies were. Or they could just be giving you a deal, but I feel like it's more so that the movies were really bad. That's why they did that. But yeah, so but Disney didn't get a lot in the movie market. They got Blue Sky, but they shut Blue Sky down back in 2021. They shut Blue Sky down. It feels like last year was 2021 for me. I feel like it feels like the same year over and over again. It felt like it's been feeling like that for a while now, but that was back in 2021. We're now in 2023. But yeah, they basically shut down the Blue Sky, and they laid off a lot of people, and they pissed off a bunch of their fans too. So not only they drove some fans away when they did that, but they also hurt them too, because that was a part of Fox they got when they bought Fox. They got Blue Sky too, which they shut down. And Disney also canceled a lot of films in production too, like Mouse Guard, and I guess there was supposed to be a Megamind movie, which I didn't know about. There was supposed to be a lot of movies that were in production or were almost finished, and they canceled all of them. They did. Now usually when someone acquires something, usually they cancel stuff like that, but not like that. They don't usually cancel a lot of movies that are like that, especially when they're almost finished. So yeah, unfortunately, they got canceled. I think there was supposed to be a McDonald's movie too. There was supposed to be a McDonald's movie, which got canceled too. So Disney really just screwed up when they bought Fox, and I've been saying this in the past. I'm like, how are they, how are they affording to pay all these employees too? Because because they own Fox now, they gotta pay all these employees and stuff. They gotta pay all the employees who work on animation for Fox and stuff. They gotta pay all of them. Like animation, people who write stories and stuff and to produce the films, they gotta pay all these people. So clearly they bought Fox. They had no idea what they were doing, and they just bought it just to own it and just to compete with Universal. And now Universal is basically kicking their ass. They're kicking their ass, and they're basically at this point, Disney is begging to their knees pretty much because even Universal has a better park than Disney at this point. I've heard complaints about Universal parks too, but compared to Disney, Universal Park sounds like a lot better place to go than Disney right now. Disney is it's lost its magic. It's basically, at this point, Disney World and Disneyland are basically, they keep removing attractions that make Disney so unique. So you go into a Disney park in Disney parks, in Disney World and Disneyland, the whole point of them is to not only have fun and spend time with family, but to experience the nostalgic feeling. Now, I get when they have to change some things, but they've been changing rides up non-stop, and Disney's lost its magic. It's lost all of its magic. So it's lost all its magic, and because it's lost its magic, it's lost its nostalgic, and because they keep rebranding everything, that's leading to their parks and stuff to be not as good anymore because they keep removing rides and stuff and attractions that made the parks good in the first place. So yeah, Universal is kicking Disney's ass at the parks too, and their movies too. Yeah, Universal, I think, is taking the top spot at this point. Disney used to be number one, but now they're probably the lowest of the six major studios. I would say more because there's Netflix and stuff now too competing with them, so they got a lot of competitors now, and they're like at the very bottom. So yeah, basically though, it's just sad to see what happened to Disney here. And yeah, like I said, the whole Fox thing is just stupid, and now basically where I'm going with this is now the media is calling them, is pointing this out too. Now the media is pointing this out. The media is waking up and realizing that Disney buying Fox was a stupid idea. Kind of like I've been saying for a while. I even told my family this back in 2019, that this was a stupid idea and this is going to backfire at the end. It is. It's backfiring on them because they're not making their money back and they've overspent on Fox. And even the media's pointing it out. And yeah, they got some, like I said, they got Deadpool and they got some decent franchises like Bob's Burgers and stuff, but Family Guy and The Simpsons, those shows have gone downhill. Heck, they've ruined them. They've ruined The Simpsons and Family Guy. Well, Family Guy and The Simpsons were already ruined, but they really messed with them. Basically making Family Guy more kid-friendly. Yeah, they made it more kid-friendly. So Family Guy's not allowed to say certain things anymore. They even broke the fourth wall and said that on a few episodes. Like Brian flat out said in one episode by breaking the fourth wall, and the episode where Meg is attracted to a Santa Claus, I'll answer that in a second. Sorry, I had a phone call. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is that Brian basically is saying that they're not allowed to say certain stuff because they're owned by Disney. And that's exactly what's going on. And the Simpsons, they turned the freaking Simpsons into the next Massive House, or otherwise known as the Kingdom Hearts. They freaking ruined the Simpsons. And the fans are even pointing that out. The fans are pointing that out. And so freaking Disney's hardly got anything from Fox. They hardly got anything. They could have made some of their money back by selling like Blue Sky and stuff. They could have, since it wasn't doing well, they could have sold it and got some of their money back. But because Disney didn't want competition, they decided to shut it down instead. They decided to shut Blue Sky down instead, and that goes for canceling a lot of films too. So they could have made some of their money back, but they refused to because they didn't want competition and all that. So they just shut it down. They shut all this stuff down, pissed off a lot of fans, including employees, and they pissed off some employees too with this stuff. And yeah, they also pissed off. If you guys remember, a few years ago, there was also the Predator movies and stuff. I told you guys how the people behind the Predator movies are trying to sue them and stuff. They lost the court. Unfortunately, they lost it, but that means there's more employees that refuse to work for Disney because of they were the way they were treated. So yeah, so they basically overspent on Fox. They're not making their money back from it. They're treating their employees like crap, while Universal is freaking kicking their ass. Their employees are being treated much better, and their movies are much better. Their parks are better. They're just doing so much better. Now down the road, Universal could go back to, could go downhill too, because that's how Disney was. Disney went downhill too. But Disney's always had problems behind the scenes, but nothing like major like this. This is just where they're screwing over their employees and stuff like this. This is just bad. And yeah, and Bob Iger's back, and Bob Iger ain't doing shit to change the company. He's the one who freaking screwed this up in the first place. I know Bob Chapek said that animation was for kids and stuff, not for adults and stuff, but some stupid stuff like that. But Bob Iger's the one who made the company woke. Back in 2019, he produced all these freaking he helped produce all these live action films. Not saying he's all responsible for it. The CEO isn't all responsible for the stuff, but he's the one who let a lot of this stuff happen. And that goes for the Star Wars movies and stuff too. He freaking helped ruin the Star Wars movies by buying up all these freaking properties and stuff, and basically ruined them by burying them in the ground. And he's not selling Fox. I think he should just sell Fox and get the money back, because Disney's hurting right now. They're hurting, and he's not selling Fox. Now, I'm not saying it's bad for a company to buy up properties. That's okay. That's how they keep the brand alive, obviously, instead of just shutting it down. Like I said, they could have sold Blue Sky and stuff. the problem is Disney's gotten too big. They're not as original anymore because they got too big, so they got too many properties to focus on. And basically though they're hurting really bad. They're hurting. So I feel like they should just sell Fox to someone else and get their money back. Well, they won't get all of it back, obviously, because Fox is not really worth as much as it was before, because Disney basically ran it to the ground. Fox is not worth, it wasn't even worth $71 billion. That was just stupid there, but they could probably get like maybe 20 billion for it, maybe. Probably not 30 billion anymore, because they got rid of, like, they canceled a lot of our original films that were in production. They also ran some franchises to the ground. They shut Blue Sky down. So Fox is probably not worth as much as it was back then. Because it was originally going for 30 billion, but then when Universal and Disney bidded on it, Disney ended up paying $71 billion for it, which is over twice as much as what it cost originally. So yeah, but I think it was $35 billion, so it's probably about twice as much as it was. But still, that's a lot more money than what it originally cost. And then they got all. Like I said, they basically have all these properties and they don't know what to do with them. So Disney's really hurt right now. And like I said, Bob Iger's not freaking changing the company. He ain't changing it. It's still the same. They're still freaking pushing forward with all this crap. It's just not doing very well. And yes, Avatar did make $2 billion, which is a Fox property, but even then, that's like one movie, and even then, I still don't think it made that much money. I still think it's a stretch. I'm not saying it didn't make a crap ton of money, but I doubt it made $2 billion, because that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money there. A lot of money. But I'm not saying it didn't make it. I mean, the first movie did really well, but the fact that a lot of people were waiting to go see it on streaming, I doubt it made $2 billion. But still, even if it did make $2 billion, they had to pay a lot of money just to make the film. So even if they made $2 billion. Which I still question that. Let's say if it did make $2 billion. If this movie did make $2 billion, it cost a lot of money to make the film in the first place with the animation and stuff. So they wouldn't have made a lot of profit off of it anyway. So yeah, it didn't make a lot of profit. Well, it won't make a lot of profit because it's, because of that. But yeah, so we got the Fox thing and stuff, so there's a lot going on there. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop with the Fox thing right now, because I'm running out of things to say, because I've talked about this so many times before. I'm at the point now where I'm just about tired of talking about it, but I figured I'd bring it up because the media is starting to talk about it now and stuff and bring it up. So I figured I would bring it up because I've been talking about that for years, but now the media is bringing it up too. So let's go ahead and talk about the Velma show real quick. Now, the Velma show, I don't have a lot to say about it. I really don't. I don't have a lot to say about the Velma show. The Velma show, though, apparently people were saying it's the lowest rated show. It's the lowest rated show, like, I think in history or something. I don't know. Now, the thing is, though, I guarantee a lot of people probably didn't see the Velma show because of them skin swapping Velma's skin and stuff from white to black. I'm sure that threw a lot of people off. I made a lot of people not want to see the show. I guarantee it, because now I didn't think the show was the worst I've seen. I've seen really bad shows. Trust me, I have. I've seen Teen Titans Go. That show was really bad. But this show still was not really that good either. It was still bad. I still had problems with the characters not looking like themselves, and they didn't act like themselves. It didn't feel like Scooby-Doo. I mean, I know it's not supposed to be Scooby-Doo. It's obviously a spin-off, but the fact that the characters don't even act like themselves, yeah, that really frustrated me. Now, I'm going to go back to the show and review it when the season is finished. I'll go back and review it. I will. Trust me on that. I will do that. But the fact that like, it's doing really bad is just saying something. And the fact that the CEO of Warner Brothers, I think his name's David Lasley or something. I think his name is David Lasley. He didn't cancel this show, but he's canceled a lot of other shows in production and stuff. I don't know why he didn't cancel this show too. You could argue maybe it's because it was far in production, but there's other stuff that was far in production, and he didn't cancel it. I mean, he canceled that stuff. So why didn't he cancel this show too? I don't know. But again, I don't think this is the worst show ever. I don't think it's the best either. I really don't think it's the best. But I don't think this show is really as bad as other people say, because I've seen worse shows. I mean, the animation at least looks nice on it, despite the characters not looking like themselves, but I don't know. But yeah, basically though, it's not doing very well. It's actually doing really bad, and apparently it's still getting season 2, even though it's doing really bad, because of course it is. I'm not going to probably watch season 2. I'll watch the first season. I'm not watching season 2. Unless the show gets better, then I'm not going to watch season 2. But I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to say. I think I'm probably going to end up letting things go here, though. Sorry if I was a little bit all over the place. I had the cat thumping on the door and meowing and stuff, and the puppy barking. So it was really distracting. So sorry if I am all over the place. I'm probably going to end up stopping the news-related videos, probably. I'm not sure, I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking about stopping them and just doing thoughts and theories. I don't know, though. I might still do it, but I'm not really keeping up with the news very well because I have a lot going on and stuff. But I really don't know. But we'll have to see on that. But please, hit that like button and subscribe to my videos and content. And we'll see where both of these things go. Because I have a feeling that Disney is probably going to be in trouble unless they sell off some of Fox or something, because they're really in trouble right now. Or I might give them at the Velma show and stuff, which I don't know where that's going to go either, because we're only in season 1 right now. We'll have to see where this stuff goes, I guess. But please hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.